What is up, you beautiful bunch? We're back at it again with another big bag of 50p's to have a look through. We've got £250 in sealed bags to get into. Let's get it open. Now, what are we looking for? Of course, there are 71, I think now, different 50p's that are meant to circulate. We're trying to collect them all. We're looking out for those rare and valuable ones, of course, any error coins, anything special. But mainly, we need these two that we're now stuck on to complete the collection. We need the Kew Gardens from 2009, which is to be expected, the rarest 50p coin in UK circulation by far, with a mintage of just 210,000. Well, looking like a good first bag though here. Hopefully that's not a sign of things to come. Let's get on to bag number 2, and as well as Kew Gardens, which, as I say, we expect to be missing that one. It's super hard to find, worth about £150 if you do find it. Other than that, we're still looking for wheelchair rugby from the Olympic set, 2012 London Olympic set. Well, there we go. It took us 2 bags to find something, but there we go. We have a Sherlock Holmes, pretty common, 8.6 million minted, or just over. So up on the top row he goes. Ooh. Right. Come on, we want more than 1 coin every 2 bags. That is not a good return. I hope everybody else has been keeping well. Ooh. Well, I've been very well myself, thank you. Of course, last weekend we went off down to the Royal Mint. It was a great weekend, and I can't wait to go again. So hurry up, Royal Mint experience, and change that strike your own. Give us something else to come down for. We do, of course, have some... That's another one of those tinny sounding 2019 50p's. Almost, my theory on these is that a whole batch has been minted with the incorrect metal composition. It just sticks out like a sore thumb as soon as you hear it. So we'll pop that off to the side and put that with the other one we found recently. We're going to have to do some more investigation into these. They do seem to be around. Other people were reporting finding them as well. So it's as if one whole big batch might have been minted with the wrong metal, or at least an incorrect metal mix. Very interesting. Let's see if we can find something more interesting though, and actually some pictures on these coins. Here we go, there's a 2020. It's the Diversity Built Britain. Another pretty common one, unfortunately. 10.3 million minted of those, which is a pretty big number, even when it comes to coins. Here's a slightly more scarce one, though it's still a top row and not a keeper, unfortunately. 2013's Christopher Ironside, mintage of about 7 million. It's one of the less common ones, as we say. But yeah, we do have some questions to get into from comment sections of previous video. We've just got the one question from this video. There's a Paddington at St Paul's Cathedral. Pretty common, and that question is from Paul Cheeseman. And Paul is talking about £2, but we do all denominations on this channel. And he is asking, well, he's saying that he's tried to find out what the battleship is on the World War I £2 coin, the Navy Centenary as we call it. And he says that everybody seems to state that it's HMS Belfast, but that wasn't commissioned until 1939. Please could you advise which battleship it is depicting? Now this seems to have been a long-running conversation on the Facebook groups and forums and stuff, and to my knowledge, I thought I've heard another funny one there. To my knowledge, it isn't any specific one ship, although I did hear that it's based off of the HMS Royal Oak, which would fit with the timeline, being commissioned in 2016, part of the Grand Fleet at the Battle of Jutland. 2016, of course, with the 2016, what you're really looking for is Jemima Puddleduck. What could it be? Mrs. Siggywinkle. not bad. Our first keeper of the day, though lots of other people don't think she's a keeper, and there won't be a value in the top right. But I just can't leave her out of that 2016 set. I have to keep her. But yeah, on that comment, we also had a great reply from May Lloyd. Thank you, May, mentioning that they thought it was just a generic battleship or a dreadnought. And coincidentally, another diversity there, the Royal Oak was actually sunk by a German U-boat at the start of the Second World War in, what's that place called again now? Scapa Bay in the Orkney Islands. There's the other Paddington from 2019, the Tower of London. Again, both those 2019s pretty common. The 2018s a bit more scarce and worth keeping, in my opinion. But yeah, HMS Royal Oak was sunk in 1939 by German U-boat. 835 lives lost. But yeah, not specifically the HMS Royal Oak, but I remember hearing somewhere that the designer had said it was loosely based on the HMS Royal Oak. What that means, I don't quite know, but there you go. Maybe we will have to see if we can approach the designer and see exactly what they say about the whole ordeal, the debate. There's a public libraries from the year 2000, another pretty common one. Up on the top row you go. We've also gone back to our last giveaway for the 5,000 subscribers and picked some questions from that. And we have one from Richard Poole. And Richard is asking, what is the best tip you can give to a new collector? Great question. There's another Sherlock Holmes. And the number one tip for anybody who is just getting into coin collecting, do not rush out and buy everything straight away. Take your time, be patient, assess what it is what you want to collect. And if it's circulation coinage, then at least have a try at finding it before you rush out and buy it. Because chances are you'll go and buy a load of coins and then you'll start finding them. And then you'll have two of them and you don't want two of them. Well, you might do. There's another Christopher Ironside. And the other, there's another Sherlock. Snacks is snoring in the background. I'm not sure if you can hear that. You can definitely hear that. Snacks, give it a rest, mate. 2017's Tale of Peter Rabbit, really, really common. The second most common circulating 50p in the UK. 19.9 million minted. And then we have Brexit. We will, of course, as usual, go through and double check all of these shields and Britannias and make sure we haven't missed anything while we're flicking through fairly fast during the video. And back to Richard's question, just briefly, the other big point I would make to anybody getting into coin collecting is don't let anybody else tell you what to collect. Collect what you want. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. If you're into a specific section of numismatics, then fill your boots, collect what you want. Here's a Benjamin Bunny, and with these, you've always got to check for a die rotation. That one's okay. Benjamin, the most common commemorative 50p in the UK, 25 million minted, so very numerous. But yeah, don't let anybody else tell you what to collect. If you're into something, then go for it. Although, I'm a bit guilty of that sometimes, calling things tat, which certain people buy, but I really probably shouldn't do that, and I should let them enjoy the hobby the way they want to. There's so many different facets of coin collecting. Find your little corner of coin collecting and go for it. But not too soon. Take your time. Don't go and spend loads of money on day one. Thank you, Richard. Very good question. And on to another. Oh, there's a Benjamin Bunny again. That one's okay. Second guessing all these slightly different chings of the coins clashing together. There we go, there's our first actual keeper of the hunt, and it's a pretty low tier one at that, to be honest. A Beatrix Potter anniversary from 2016. Lovely stuff though, I don't mind those. All the 2016s getting much tougher to find now. Especially, of course, Jemima Puddleduck. We did used to find one now and again. It's been a long time since we've seen her though. Hopefully today we could spot her, you never know. Found 2 2016s already, make that 3. There's Peter Rabbit. So we're only missing Squirrel Nutkin and Jemima Puddleduck now. Would be good to complete that set all in one hunt. Benjamin Bunny, again, number 3. Of course, with our Benjamin Bunnies, we do sign them as well and send them back out into the wild in the hope that some of you guys or another coin content creator might find them and they pop up in another video. There's another tail of Peter Rabbit down there. Right, another question. Oh, I've just dropped a coin. I'm going to find it because it's bound to be a Kew Gardens, isn't it? No, it's a retainer. Right, so yeah, another question. And coincidentally, I believe, from somebody with the same surname as the previous commenter. And this is from Tom's Pool. And Tom's is asking about the Kew Gardens 50p. A special Kew Garden tower coin. Some are being sold with JC underneath the head, but others are being sold with IRB. Why are they sold differently? Well, the first thing to know, of course, is that the initials underneath the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II are of the designer of the portrait. So, Snacks, give it a rest. Sorry, guys. He's sleepy. He's had a long day. All he does is sleep, honestly. But, yeah, so as well as the initials being different, you'll also notice that the actual portrait of the Queen is different as well. Of course, the Ian Rank Broadley portrait being the IRB, which was replaced by the Jodie Clark current portrait. There's another diversity. In 2015, partway through 2015. The original Kew Gardens, the 2009 Kew Gardens, will have the IRB Ian Rank Broadley portrait on it. What you are probably seeing is the reissue from the 2019 50 years of the 50p set, which is a Kew Gardens, but it's not a real Kew Gardens. Did you hear that? Just not right, is it? So, yeah, I mean, it wasn't even circulated. None of the 50 years of the 50p coin were. Oh, there's a stunner. Very nice. Best find of the hunt today, for sure. A little bit grubby, but it's not the end of the world. It is, of course, the WWF 2011 50p coin. Nice stuff. How apt that this comes out as we're talking about the portraits of the Queen. This, of course, the same obverse that appears on the original 2009 Kew Gardens coin. The 2019 Kew Gardens still does command quite the value, actually. It's a bit insane that it does, to be honest, because they minted them, of course, not for circulation, but still in huge numbers, I would say. And it's a non-circulating coin, so for me, the hype isn't there. I do own one, don't get me wrong. I own the whole 50 years of the 50p set. But the vast majority of collectors would probably be in agreement in saying that the 2019 Kew Gardens isn't really the Kew Gardens. I'm sure we can agree on that, right? Let me know what you think down in the comments. Thank you though for that question, and I hope that makes sense. Right, we have another question here from the 50p show. Cool channel name, I will have to check you out. I'm not aware of you, to be honest. Don't hate me. So many people doing coin content now, it's brilliant. There's another 2017, it's another tale of Peter Rabbit. And the 50p show is asking, if you were given 100 quid, what coins or sets would you buy right now? I think I'd have to pick up one of the year sets that I'm missing, because I'm doing quite well on those now. I've got between 1971 all the way to 2002. They're all proof sets, and then I've got 2009 proof set as well, and a 2010 silver proof set. And then I've got the more recent sets, but they're bunk from 2019 to 2021. So yeah, I'll probably fill a gap with one of those. Well, I saw a Paddington. Might be a few in this last bag. So yeah, last bag to finish us off. And thank you all for all of your questions. We'll get to some more next time around. There's another Benjamin Bunny. That one's okay. And we have a Paddington at the station. Excellent. I do keep these. They're worth more than face value in my opinion. So again, down there it goes. Started off slow, but we've picked up a few. It's not too bad, not too bad. We've certainly had worse hunts. But if you want to see a much more exciting hunt, I'll put a link to one up here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon for some more coiny goodness.